Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to day one of your 30 Days to Healthy Living and Beyond program. So for those of you who I haven't yet met, my name's Sharon Gleeson. I'm an Executive Regional Vice President with Arbonne, and I have the privilege of being your coach for the next 30 days, along with your Arbonne independent consultant who introduced you to this program, who will be working with you a little bit more closely to help you achieve your own health goals for this program. So I have just finished PT, so excuse me, but I'm still cooling down, but I just wanted to get on really early to make sure you know how to use your products if you are starting off and having your breakfast this morning. So I just want to go through each product with you carefully and make sure that you know exactly what you're doing each day, because when you start something new, it can always be a little bit overwhelming at the start. So first of all, ideally, when you get up in the morning, half an hour before you have breakfast, or if you don't want to do it in the morning, you can do it at some other time during the day, but ideally half an hour before either breakfast or lunch, you're going to have your gut health microbiome support. So these come in little sachets. So what you want to do is just put one of these little sachets into a glass of water, mix it around and drink it. And then if you can wait half an hour to have either your breakfast or lunch, that would be great. So this is going to actually really help with your gut health. It's going to flood your gut with really good pre and probiotics. That's really good for that microbiome and the bacteria that you've got in your gut, but it's also got digestive enzymes, which is going to help with breaking down the food and making sure that you're getting the nutrients out of your food. What you can do is, so you've got your greens balance and you're going to have this once a day. So again, this is once a day, and so is your greens balance. Hi Heidi, how you going? Good morning. I'm glad you love your morning gut health as well. So what you can do is you can actually mix these two together. So I find, when you start using these products, it's good to find the way that you can find them the best to actually take them. So with the greens, you can mix this actually and have it like a sort of like a green gut shot in the morning. So this is a very fine powder. What I absolutely love about this is really massively packed with nutrients. So it's got 37 different fruits and veggies all dried down. So you're getting all the different colours of the rainbow, because sometimes, when it comes to fruit and vegetables, we might eat, our oranges and our greens, but we might not be getting some of the yellows, the purples, the blues and so on. So this is going to make sure that you're getting all the different phytonutrients that you need from the different colour of the rainbows. And all those sort of, vitamins are really important for our overall health. So either put this in with the Digestion Plus, mix that around and have it as a shot. I've got to be honest, personally, I don't love it that way. It doesn't taste great. I'll put my skin elixir or something else in there. I actually put mine into my smoothie. So in the morning, I will have my smoothie. So I'll have my 2 scoops of my protein powder. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about the protein powder, because I think it's really important to understand why this is so important, and particularly if you can, a smoothie in the morning is a really good way to set yourself up for the day. So protein in the morning is going to help with stabilising your blood sugars throughout the day, because it's a slower release than your carbohydrates that release energy more quickly. So it's going to help sustain you through the day. So I often find that people who don't have breakfast are the same ones at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, have got cravings and, struggling with their energy levels. The other reason why we use a protein powder is because, unlike other forms of protein where our gut has to work really hard to try and break down those more traditional forms of protein, this is a powder, so it's really easily absorbable, so very bioavailable, and it just means your gut gets a rest. And part of this program is about resetting and healing the gut, so it means that our gut can have a rest from digesting food all the time and just absorb that protein powder straight into our bloodstream. And I know a lot of people, when they start this program, they say, I'm really worried that I'm going to be hungry from having smoothies. But honestly, because your body's getting nutrients, you find that you won't get hungry. And I think what happens is, often we're filling our body with empty, food. So foods that might feel good in our stomach, like bread or those kind of things, they might make you feel full, but they're not really giving your body nutrients that it needs. So this is not only, and again, just to understand, compared to other proteins, it's got 20 grams of vegan protein, so a really clean protein, and there's no artificial colours or flavours or sweeteners or no nasties in this one, no saturated fat like in lots of other proteins. And the other thing is it's got 24 other vitamins and minerals that are all paired up so your body absorbs them. So, I was talking to a lady yesterday and she takes a lot of different multivitamins. And a lot of those things, if they're not paired with the right thing, when you're mixing up all different things, sometimes your body's just, excreting it anyway. So the really cool thing about this protein is that it has got those other vitamins and minerals that are paired with the right things. So for example, iron needs vitamin C to be absorbed. And I think the chocolate protein, I think, has got like 38% of your daily iron requirement. So, even just on its own without doing the 30 days, this can be such a great thing to include. If anyone's got teens, really good thing to include in your teenagers' diets, just to help make sure they're getting all the nutrients that they need in a day. My girls often will have the coffee one, in the afternoon after school as a snack, and I'm like, I don't care, that's great. It's better than having a coffee because they're getting protein and lots of other really good vitamins and minerals that, particularly for growing teens, are really good. Sorry, I digress. So with your smoothie, so in your smoothie you're going to put, and if you have trouble sealing the bag up, sometimes they can be a little bit tricky. I just find the peg does the trick. So you're going to put your 2 scoops of protein. Now with your scoops, we don't want to be having a big, loaded up scoop like this, or it's going to end up that your protein won't last for you the 30 days. And we also don't need to be really packing it in. Just, fill it up and just, I just gently press it against the bag, and there's my nice scoop of protein. So 2 scoops of protein into your smoothie, and then you can put either your greens, and then I pop my daily fibre boost in there as well. Really, really important when you start this. Just start with, like say a teaspoon a day or a quarter of a scoop for the first couple of days, and then gradually increase it to half a scoop for a couple of days, and keep going until over the course of the first week you add a whole scoop. Sometimes if we introduce fibre too quickly, we can end up with a bit of excess gas and a bit of uncomfortable tummy. So just introduce the fibre slowly. I love the fibre. It's got soluble fibre, which is really, really good for helping stabilise our blood sugar, but it's also got insoluble fibre, and what that means is it's kind of a bit like a magnet or a sponge for toxins. So all those toxins and things that we don't really want in our body that are floating around, it's going to actually be like a magnet that they can attach to and then leave our body. And that's the key to actually getting rid of toxins, is fibre. We actually need that to get rid of them, from our body. So put the fibre into your protein smoothie along with your greens if you want to. Now, really important with the smoothie, remember I shared a few days ago the healthy plate. We want our smoothie to be like a healthy plate. So what I do is with mine is I'll put a big handful of spinach. I'll make one a bit later today and show you. I just don't want to wake up the family. Big handful of spinach is my, your half your plate of your healthy greens. I put my protein powder, which is my quarter lean protein, and then I put some frozen blueberries. And my healthy fat will either be like a teaspoon of almond butter. You could use almond milk if you wanted to, as I just use crushed ice and water, or you could put a teaspoon of coconut oil. So we do need that healthy fat, and that way then we're making that into a hormonally balanced smoothie, and that controls the release of those sugars, for example, from your blueberries or your raspberries, and just all of those three. Your carbohydrates, your protein and your fats, all those macronutrients are really, really important to have in our day. So that's how we'll use our products. The other thing is, you've obviously got your tea. Now, those people who are big coffee drinkers, you might find that you enjoy either having a tea instead of when you might normally have a hot drink or a coffee, or if you're having your coffee for a bit of an energy boost, you might choose to have an energy fizz stick. So again, what I love about this program is that you can figure out the way that's best for you. So I used to work with a guy who would get up and he would have a shot of coffee as his first thing in the morning. What he changed to was getting up and having an energy fizz stick instead. And what he found was that he didn't then get that crash from the coffee. Me, I used to have coffee at 10:30 in the morning and about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's when I'll have my fizz, because it's, that sort of thing in the morning to, get me through the day, and in the afternoon before I go and do the, afternoon run around, gets me through till dinner time. So with the fizz sticks, you can just pop them into some just normal water. You can put them in iced water, however you like to have them. So try and have 2 of these a day. They're good to keep your energy levels up, particularly, those of you who maybe, if your diet hasn't been great, or you are a big coffee drinker and you're trying to cut down or cut out your coffee. try and have these because they will help with your energy levels. They've also, so these have got green tea extract as the caffeine source. So they've got a lot less caffeine than a coffee, but we use green tea extract instead of coffee bean extract. They've also got guarana and ginseng. And one of the other really good ingredients in these is they've got riboflavin. And what riboflavin does is it actually helps your body use its own, carbohydrates, protein, fat stores for energy. So it's actually really good for helping with, getting your metabolism going as well. So try and have 2 of these a day. You can have it first thing, mid-morning, later on. If you're someone who struggles with sleep, maybe don't have them too late in the afternoon. A little bit like if you don't have coffee too late, just kind of treat these as like a coffee or an energy drink alternative, and just do whatever you would normally do with these. And again, also with the tea, try and have 2 teas a day. These are really good for helping soothe the gut, but also, again, good for helping with that detoxification as well. My daughter's about to come down and probably freak out that she's going to be on the camera. Stay tuned. So that's how you use your products during the day. So with your smoothies, it's okay, love, you can come past. So with your smoothies, again, you would have discussed this with your independent consultant who taught you about the program. Some people might be having them, for breakfast and lunch. Other people might be, people who work out, for example, you might have it for breakfast. You might have your other smoothie in the afternoon as a as a snack or a post-workout recovery. So if you've got any questions at all, please make sure that you talk to the person who introduced you to the program, or pop them into the chat, because we really want to make sure that you're confident that you know what you're doing with your products. And remember too, you've got your healthy snacks and your normal dinners, and if you're choosing lunch, to have throughout the day. So let us know any questions that you've got. We're here to help. The first few days, it does take a little while to get used to using the products. So please make sure that you do reach out if there's anything that we can do. So have an amazing day, and we'll look forward to hearing how you go after day 1.